I saw a meme the other day about unemployment. It was actually pretty hysterical. It had a woman, she was wearing a Walmart vest and she had a Uber hat on and a DoorDash hat on or something like that. The point being, is there really not as much unemployment because so many people are taking on multiple jobs to support themselves in these high inflationary times? Well, when we think about inflation and we think about employees in a nonprofit, it's really this time of the year that we start to think about, well, what should pay raises look like? What is the cost of living increase that we should give our employees as we plan for our budgets? Well, I've heard some preliminary reports trickling out. I've heard much larger percentages, relatively speaking, than I have in prior years. This year, I'm hearing 4.25. I'm hearing much larger numbers. Even recently, I joined the ECFA's webinar on the end of the year kind of financial report, and their membership is reporting an average of 5% increase is going to be provided to employees in compensation. That is awesome. That will really be a huge blessing. But in the same report, they shared that the average church that they are member, not just churches, but member of ECFA is reporting giving is up 3%. And that's very positive to hear. We've been told people aren't giving, it's high inflationary times. Well, actually, some reports and surveys are indicating that giving is still increasing. So we have a 3% increase in giving to nonprofits, and we have a 5% increase in the cost of employees or compensation. Yeah, both good things, but they can leave some challenges for balancing your budget when your expenses are going up by 5% and your income is only going up by 3%. So this is a good time to remember that as a nonprofit, you offer many things to your employees that are rewards or compensation. And those things go way beyond the dollars in their paycheck. So pay as much as you can. Pay as much as you possibly can. They deserve it. People working hard in your mission field, they deserve as much as you can possibly do to pay them appropriately. But don't forget that you give your employees something more than a paycheck, something that a paycheck never will. The reward, number one, it's the reward of working in a place that aligns with their values and gives them meaning in their work. See, what they do, it's not a job. It's a purpose. It's a life purpose. It's a calling. So maybe this Christmas, you take time to say those things to your employees or to write a note of appreciation. If you're a board member, those notes can go so far. Connect the dots in that note or in that communication. Connect the dots of how what they do impacts your mission or the people that you serve. One example that I can think of is that to an accounting staff person, you may be able to say, you know what? Your commitment to pay the bills on time ensures that in this community, we have a good reputation. And a good reputation is what's necessary when others are thinking of whatever it is that you do, that they think of us, that we're the top of their mind as a referral, as a place for people to go to receive the things that, in your case, you have to offer, whether you're a church or a resource center for pregnant, unplanned and unexpected pregnancies, or whether you serve homeless people. You want to be the place that's top on the mind. And that comes about because of your commitment to pay resources on time. So you're connecting the dots for that employee, that what they do, while it seems trivial and maybe mundane, it actually builds an important thing to help this mission be lived out. That's just one example I'm thinking of, but I'm sure you can think of some more too. Also, it's flexibility that you offer your employees, something you might not be able to write in a paycheck. You can offer them flexibility. If you want to be a family-friendly environment or a place that rewards that people rest, increase their opportunities for flexibility, whether it's time to work from home or the opportunity to take off for their kids' programs and activities and not feel that they're not supported in that. And definitely encourage those days of rest. And there's oftentimes for an extra one. When you see that employee going above and beyond, and maybe they've had a busy season or an emotionally draining cycle of just situations out there in their work with you, offer them that extra day, give them that day of rest to just do something for themselves and not necessarily have a commitment to anyone else. So there you have it. Those are some things I can think of to put on your mind as you're thinking about compensation coming into the new year. And I hope this has been helpful. If you like this, follow me on LinkedIn. You can follow me there and click the bell to receive notifications, and you'll be identified and receive each time I post this, you'll be able to know that they're live. You won't miss one that way.